Hi Satnam, it's me Shakti Sundari, and I'm back with you today for the next verse from the Radiance Sutras. Had a great sleep last night, so that feels a lot better in my body. Still feeling emotional and tender, however, around my heart, and also pleased. There's like so many mixed things going on. I am rehearsing today for the Dancing the Goddess performance that I'm going to be leading at the Awaken the Goddess Festival, and I've created a whole piece of music and a choreography, and it's going to be very beautiful. So that feels really good. I also felt to just say that when I come to reading these verses, I don't rehearse, I don't practice, I don't think too much ahead of time about what I'm going to say. So whatever comes out of my mouth is very spontaneous and spoken in the moment. So today I'm noticing that we are on Yukti verse 50, which is amazing. It feels quite significant to have gotten to that number of 50 verses, and then of course before that we had the introductory dialogue between Shakti and Shiva before we even got to reading the verses. So welcome to you for watching, hello, and I'm going to go straight into reading. So once again, I don't have my glasses on or my lenses in, so I'm pretty blind. This is Yukti verse 50 from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, and here's my rendition of the Sanskrit. Gita adi vishaya asvada sama saukya ekatat mana yogina tat mayatvena manas urude tat atmata. Something about those sounds feels really comforting, really soothing to me today. I'll read it again. Gita adi vishaya asvada sama saukya ekatat mana yogina tat mayatvena manas urude tat atmata. And then I'm going to go straight on to the English translation. All around you, in every moment, the world is offering a feast for your senses. Songs are playing. Tasty food is on the table. Fragrances are in the air. Colors fill the eyes with light. You who long for union, attend this banquet with loving focus. The outer and inner worlds open to each other. Oneness of vision, oneness of heart. Right here, in the midst of it all, mount that elation, ascend with it, become identical with the ecstatic essence, embracing both worlds. Wow. Wow, how rich and sumptuous a feast those words are. How enlivening, how blessing they are. So this is another meditation that invites us to open to the awareness in each of our senses, to hone our awareness, to tune into the senses with complete focus and love, loving attention, loving awareness. This is what is called for. And revealing that each of those senses, either one individually or all together, is a gateway to ecstasy and a gateway to the experience of oneness. The same theme repeats again and again and again, and there are so many ways to that same understanding and that same experience. So this is so bountiful, so beautiful. All around you, in every moment, the world is offering a feast for your senses. There's such a sense of abundance in that. And again, a reminder of what we so easily forget when we're rushing through life and we're not taking notice and we're not mindful and we're not present, and or we're taking everything for granted. You know, we complain, I do too, about not having enough of some things. But look, there's a constant abundance in and around us all the time. Sounds, and here, you know, the talk is of songs are playing. Well, I've just been listening to the most divine music. That in itself is such a gift to my being. Sounds, songs, music, what a gift. Listening to a beautiful song that you love, listening to that creation, what a gift. Songs are playing, tasty food is on the table. How blessed are we to have food? How blessed are we to have enough to eat? How blessed are we to have food that tastes good to our taste buds, to savor deliciousness? How blessed are we? I can't help reading that line, and at the same time, an awareness comes of those who do not have enough to eat. It touches my heart. So I have an awareness of that too, and that's okay. Tasty food is on the table. Fragrances are in the air. It's a bit difficult sometimes in London with all the pollution to be aware of that, but yeah, fragrances are in the air. One thing I have noticed actually as I've been walking about lately is the natural perfume that trees and plants and flowers are leaving. I've been walking around and noticing, wow, I can smell jasmine, or wow, I can smell roses. These beautiful natural fragrances that are there in the air. Colours fill the eyes with light. Again, just the gift of being able to see and take in sensorial stimulation is such a blessing, and there's so much. Think of all the vivid, beautiful colours of nature that we are blessed with. It's incredible. Again, we take all of this for granted so much. You who long for union. That speaks to my heart, and I'm sure it speaks to many people's hearts. This longing to be united with the divine, with the one, to be united with another in love. That is my prayer. It's been my prayer for years to experience divine union truly in my entire being. You who long for union, don't we all? Isn't that where that gap is, or where that hole is, or where that yearning that most of us have comes from, that longing for union? Attend this banquet with loving focus. That's the meditation. Attend this banquet, which is life, all of life, the whole world, with loving focus. That's all that you need to do. The outer and inner worlds open to each other as we bring loving focus, and in this meditation particularly focused on our senses: taste, touch, sound, smell. The outer and inner worlds open to each other. So once again, there's that play of out and in, open and close, the finite and the infinite. Oneness of vision, oneness of heart. This brings to mind for me a beautiful meeting I had with an amazing healer and channel, Tokes Beverly Coker, a couple of days ago, and we namaste to each other. So we brought our third eye together, we bowed, touching third eye and nose, but we kept our eyes open. Normally when I do that I close my eyes, but we kept our eyes open, and so there was this sense that the eyes of the other became merged into one. For me it became a figure of 8 that was conjoined, and Tokes, she just saw one eye. So there was that sense of union, of uniting at the third eye, becoming one with another. Open to each other, oneness of vision, oneness of heart. Again, by bringing complete loving focus to one area, to one thing, to what we're tasting, to what we're hearing, we become lost in it, and we become one. We become one with everything. Right here, in the midst of it all, mount that elation, ascend with it. I love that metaphor of mounting elation. ascend with it, because of course that the energy of elation is a rising energy. It's an ecstatic energy that bubbles up. It takes us up. Elation is up and out. It's expansive. You can bring more to that. I mean, I did think of mounting as in a sexual union, a conjoining, which would also be a perfect metaphor of making love and riding the Shakti, riding the Shiva and ascending in ecstasy together. Of course, that is what the Yap Yam symbol image represents, is Shakti, the energy of life, the ecstatic energy of life, riding the waves of bliss as she sits upon Shiva, who is immovable awareness. He is completely still and grounded and rooted. He is presence. He is the witness. He is consciousness. And Shakti is the one who dances on him. Become identical with the ecstatic essence, embracing both worlds. So in that union, in that merger, by bringing focus, which is the masculine quality, to the delight, which is the feminine quality, and merging those two, we become one with that essence. We become one with the ecstatic essence, embracing both worlds, embracing above and below, embracing masculine, feminine, embracing finite and infinite, embracing inside and outside. That's it. So simple, so easy, in a way. So take this meditation. It's another whole, it's such a rich gift. I mean, each of those is so rich. You could play with this for a week quite easily and just find and discover more and more and more and more. So take your time with it, enjoy it, let it call to you. Maybe this is the one for you today or for this week. Maybe it's something to practice another time, but enjoy. Thank you to everyone who's with me right now and everyone who will be with me watching in the future. Lots of love to you, and Sat Nam from my heart.